You're tuned in to the Kansas City Weather Report, your daily source for the latest local forecast right here in KC. Whether you're planning your commute, weekend barbecue, or just trying to figure out if you need that extra layer, Wes has you covered. So let's dive into today's forecast.
Welcome to the Kansas City Weather Report. I'm meteorologist Wes Peary. Today is Tuesday, January 13th, and here's what's up with the weather. This is the last day of warmth. Until the next day of warmth, of course, which may be like in a week, the way things have been going this winter. And this upcoming week would just be a good time to get some snow with all the cold fronts that are coming through. But I do not think that is going to happen. And that does not give me a whole lot of hope for the entire winter. Not that it's not going to snow again this winter. That's not what I'm saying. But to really get some efficient snow making, this would have been a decent little setup for it. But not today. Today it's going to be like 60 degrees outside, like 60. I mean, this morning it's like 40. Step out the door, it's 40. And then lunchtime it's about 55 degrees. High clouds begin to come in later on this morning into the afternoon. And I think, again, it's close to 60, and dinner time temperatures are still like 55-ish degrees. There's a chance for rain, especially we'll say generally between around 6 and 11. Just, not quite a brief shower, but some light rain is probably going to pass through at some point. Again, between around 6 and 11 p.m. this evening. Not going to amount to much, but that's what it is. And temperatures tomorrow morning about 40, and we'll make it to close to 40 tomorrow for kind of the morning temperature. But temperatures are generally falling. It's just getting colder throughout the day. So 7, 8 a.m. on Wednesday morning, it's about 35. It feels like about 25 to 30. Lunchtime, it feels like about 25. And then in the evening, let's say 6 o'clock, it feels like it's about 20 degrees outside. So it's not exactly like perfectly a getting colder situation throughout the day on Wednesday, but it's just not going to be any warmer once we get past generally 7 a.m. So just prepare for Wednesday to be a cold and a windy day as well. That's more winter like it. Cold and wind and a cold front. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. The Thursday, we'll start the day off near 15. It'll feel like about 10 in the morning. The afternoon gets close to about 40. And we'll stay pretty warm, I think, into Thursday night and Friday. I mean, Thursday night and Friday morning, it's only about 35. We'll get close to 40 for Friday, but a decent amount of cloud cover, maybe a little on the windy side. Just a blustery day for Friday. Cold for Saturday. It may only be in the upper 20s for highs. Sunday morning, single digits near 10 for the low temperature. And it may feel like about -5 for Sunday morning, and then Sunday will make it close to 40 degrees in the afternoon. But the real, cold stuff is this weekend, especially Sunday morning. That is going to be a nice change, or a big change from the mild weather we've been getting. It's lasting one day. That's just how things have gone this winter. Monday, we're back up 35 to 40 degrees, probably in the 40s then for Tuesday. And by Wednesday, we may be pushing 50 degrees by Wednesday, if not a little bit warmer than that. And then sometime next Thursday and Friday, we're looking at a situation where it could be a really big storm system that cranks up. And before that storm passes through, it's warm and it's windy. I wouldn't even be too surprised if we made it into the 50s to near 60, just how things have gone this winter, before a big crash in temperatures. And that would be probably our next best opportunity to get some legitimate, heavier rain and snow. All these cold fronts coming through over the next week are really not doing much. But, rain later this evening. We might get some light rain or some light snow really Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, especially the Thursday night, Friday time frame. That might be our better opportunity to get some light rain or some light snow. But there's not a whole lot to make precipitation with overall. So it's just going to be cold, reinforcing cold shots instead of these fronts that are actually giving us rain or snow. Recapping the forecast, about 60 degrees today, falling temperatures. Just plan on Wednesday being blustery. Morning in the 30s, evening 20s into the teens for wind chills. Thursday morning, it's cold, high near 40 for Thursday, near 40 for Friday, near about freezing for the high on Saturday, if not just in the 20s. Sunday morning, it's in the single digits for temperatures, negatives for Sunday morning, and the 30s for Sunday, and then 40s, maybe even into the upper 40s through next Tuesday and Wednesday. Thanks so much for joining me for this edition of the Kansas City Weather Report. You can find me on social media at West Weather. Have a good one.